Thanks very much. I'm really happy to be here today. My name's Rachel Barber. I'm from Kent Little and an IP lawyer in the luxury space. I'm delighted to be joined by Rita from Farfetch. And Rita, a huge congratulations on winning the Business Rising Star Award this year.
Thank you.
I wanted to kick off by asking, what's been a major achievement for you this year?
Hi, thank you. First of all, thank you so much, for this award. This is like a completely, different year, for everyone, especially in the in-house team, in legal, especially because we have to, readapt the way that we work. So I think that, first thing that came until now is like how we keep especially in-house our employees okay with all of this, and especially we had a lot of work with all the laws that was coming up especially in March, April, about this pandemic, and now we can readapt on this. So maybe it's to keep don't keep these employees satisfied and the business and our customers happy too, and make the business to work even we are all of us remotely from our homes. So maybe it's just to keep look back and make sure that all these months the business was give we give and I especially give a good response for all these change that we live, especially this year.
Great, thank you. And looking back, what would you say has been the highlight of your career within luxury law so far?
Think especially when I joined Farfetch. I joined Farfetch before IPO. Then we did the IPO in all the change that I see in the company, especially with the agency models. We have so many production centers worldwide, and this was something that was one of my biggest projects here, and something that make me very happy is to have all the agencies that work with us and provide us models to do the shoot. All of them has agreements with us, so all that negotiations that we did here, especially now in the last couple of years, to negotiate all of these terms and conditions and to keep that all agencies worldwide that provided models in Portugal, LA, Brazil, Asia, that they are all with these agreements. So maybe this is one of the highest projects that I'm most proudly of, because it was something that I was leading, and I keep leading because every month we have a new agency models that join us to work and to become a partner with us in this project. So maybe this is something that was one of the biggest project that made me more proud here, especially here in Farfetch.
Sounds incredible. Thank you. I'm going to hand you over to my colleague Callum now. He's got a couple more questions.
Thanks, Rachel. Hi, Rita. Congratulations. That's a fantastic win for you and again for the team at Farfetch this year. So I was wondering, in your role, what is it that really excites you about working as a lawyer in luxury?
Previously that I during Farfetch, I was in-house lawyer in another tech companies, and when we work, in the in-house team, special legal team, when you like the final product, especially if you like fashion or if you like luxury fashion, is something that gives you it's more excited to work with, because you'll be very happy and excited about the final product, even when we just draft agreements. That most of the teams can feel like that's a little bit boring to work, but when we see like a release on the news, a new project, a new partner that work with us and start work with us, and we know that, you know, months before that we were helping with the teams, operations, procurement teams, to make sure that that project can go live, is something that for me is very exciting, because especially, you know, personally, I really love fashion. So to work in a company that can combine tech, e-commerce and fashion is like the perfect world for in-house.
There's not many people who get to say they found their perfect job, so that's a real win for you. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm also a technology lawyer at Kent Little, so I share that sort of passion and interest and get it completely. I think this has probably been a year where we've really seen technology having a big impact in luxury. I mean, at Farfetch, that's obviously core to what you're doing. Where do you think that's sort of impact of technology is going to go from here? Where are you seeing the biggest changes happening?
I think that, you know, especially, you know, this year, all of us, and more the people that was like skeptic about e-commerce and buy things online, was thing that was changed a lot the way that the experience of a customer has with the e-commerce. Not if we look back, you know, the first like 6 months of this year, and we saw that companies that were only work online and only have e-commerce can see that they have, you know, a huge number of new customers that start to new customers, or customers that buy, you know, just, you know, one thing at a time, but can start to consume and buy more in e-commerce. So I think that this was not a good year for sure, but for e-commerce, a good start to think about and give more importance to the customer's experience and the importance that e-commerce have for, you know, all of us. Because there is people now that can work in a company that only has e-commerce but really don't buy a lot, prefer to go to a mall or shopping and buy, you know, directly to the store. But we see that, and even for the companies that have online, they have to readapt, give just a more response and a quick response for the customers. So I think that this is like the big impact that we will see now the next years, what this year 2020 will have this impact in the e-commerce. And there are so many companies that didn't have, you know, online, and in April, May and June they start to release their e-commerce and their websites and start to become online too. So I think that for the e-commerce this year will be just a huge change for that.
I'm sure you're right. I think we're going to see that this sort of the online space only becoming even busier. But you know, I'm sure with Farfetch and the team that you're part of, you guys will continue to remain at the front of that. And you know, thanks for your time, and really congratulations again on your success. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.